2015 Ford Taurus SHO. Back passenger turbo replacement. Just what you'll need. I've already done it. So you want to pop the hood, and of course drain the oil out. I normally just jacked it up and unscrewed the antifreeze bolt, let it drop out whatever came out of that turbo back there in a bucket, and then I pulled that turbo out because I really wasn't trying to mess around with this hose at the bottom here. Pull that out and put it back. You know, that worked for me. I was able to replace it. But you run into an issue where there's a bar under there, and like, you don't want to pull that bar out. You don't want to do none of that, right? I did have a top plate, but I completely demolished that thing. But I went straight through to the bolts, got through the bolts, got it down. It was good. So what you want to do is you'll take this off, and I run 2 ratchet straps, the regular ones, up under in here. Here, I'm gonna show you. Let's pull that off real quick. So I run them up in here. I run it to my engine hoist right there, and we're just gonna pull this off and turn it back off the intake, right? And you'll see down here there's some bolts. I don't know if you can see it. There's one right there, and then the other one back there, and then there's 2 more on this side. Okay, you'll just undo those bolts, and what that does is it unhooks this motor from this side connected to the frame. So when you're struggling trying to get that turbo out back there, which you're not going to be able to get it out, you just jack this up. It'll lift this motor up. You'll be able to move it around. It's not going to fall out on you. I've done it like 3 times, 4 times already. I mean, and then you just put those bolts back. But usually how I do it is I get all the fluids out down there. I unscrew it from the turbo, the antifreeze and the oil lines. I drain the oil first from the oil pan. The antifreeze, you know, just gonna have to be a man and just unscrew it and, you know, get it on you a little bit. But yeah, I drop it down and I take the top line off. That's for the oil return. You can do that while the turbo's in there, adjusting this. It'll give you some room to work with. Or you can take it off this back wall right in here. What I recommend is getting you one of those hose disconnect. It's like a metal hose disconnect tool. You slide it in there and get those 4 prongs off the motor back here, and you can pull the hose out from the top of the turbo. You won't even have to mess with it. But I've unscrewed it off of the top of the turbo. I've left the line in there. You know, that's one of the biggest problems I had. But I just used, the last time I put it in, I used the hose disconnect, and it was a lot easier. I didn't understand how it worked, and I was just jamming it in there and trying to yank it out, but you got to push down those 4 prongs to get it out. So that's back up in here on the bottom of the motor, bottom side of the motor. But yeah, other than that, that was the biggest problem with me replacing these turbos. I was always saying, you know, them ain't coming out. They're not coming out because that bar was there. And my brother was like, just unscrew the motor mount on this side. These cars have 3 of them. There's one right here. There's like another one right there, some over there. But you just need one side off. And it allowed me to adjust back here where I reach. I take this bar off too. That way I have a little bit of room, and I use extensions to get down in there on those 3 top bolts on the top of the turbos. Right here's the other ones. I mean, you see how I'm talking about? Like, I would go down past the top of the motor to each one of these. I take it off. I mean, I got new ones in there. I didn't buy, like, I bought the blades instead. Tried to get performance bearings and stuff like that. That way I can use the old housings. But yeah, everything's good. I just ran into an issue with mine. I had somebody replace the water pump because I really wasn't trying to get up in there and do that. And yeah, so trying to, you know, yeah, got a little issue there. But yeah, brand new blades in it, you know. Peace out, you guys.